Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering some pickleball stuff. Now, like I mentioned before, this is a multifaceted channel. We're going to cover a lot of different topics outside of just soccer. So we're going to go over golf, we're going to go over tennis, we're going to go over the pickleball, maybe even some basketball. Am I great at all these things? No, but tennis, I actually played for a year in college and I have experience coaching that as well. So I figured might as well give you some tips and pointers on the racket slash paddle side of sports. So with pickleball, I'm going to be trying to give my beautiful girlfriend a lesson as she is the one filming. And let me tell you, if I can give her a lesson and improve her ability, then anyone can improve. So, okay, welcome to the one up, one back return strategy video. Essentially, we're talking about the pickleball strategy on the defensive end of receiving a serve and what you're supposed to do right after. So let's say Addie, my beautiful girlfriend, and I are partners. I'm going to be the one receiving the serve. What I do is I receive the serve from the deuce side, okay? Serve has to bounce. I let the serve bounce, and I swing the paddle, and I hit it back over. Now, my strategy here is that the serve has to bounce, and my return, my shot, has to bounce as well. So I'm going to take the opportunity to hit a shot, hit it deep, and advance up here quickly to the non-volley zone. Now, this gives them a disadvantage as they're playing on the back foot. If I hit a good return nice and deep, it means they cannot take advantage of it and swing a hard shot early. They have to have a little space. If I get a volley coming at me from the back line, I have far more control if I can pop it to a corner or an angle and open up so much more court rather than them having immediate control of the zone. So defensively, the advantage here is that I can get up fast. They have to hit the shot to me as I'm back. They don't have to go to Addie. They can't go to Addie. If they go to Addie on the serve, this is the outline. Serve's going out. Now offensively, what's used to do to counteract it is if I want to serve, right, I pop that serve over. The goal here is that we get a good, terrible return so we can take advantage of it. If they have a good deep return, like I said, you have to bounce. So you got that ball bounce. The option here is hit a drop shot, hopefully when it goes over the net, or drive a ball straight at the opposition. Addie would be back. Someone said back would be. If we're the serving team, we serve that ball, we stay back, and we have to wait for that ball to bounce. Because now they can choose either one of us to go to. If they choose to go to Addie, Addie will pop the ball, still probably going a little shallow. You don't want to hit anything high. You don't want to hit anything that is up here that they can just slam down on us. You want to play something at this level. Ideally, you want to drop it somewhere here in the kitchen because then you have to pop it back over very soft and very gentle. You can't just pop it up, otherwise they'll smack it right back at you. So that's essentially the strategy. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, thank you for watching. All right, now let's get filming here. So to show a good baseline, we're gonna show Addie's before and after. So let's see. Forehand. Goodness. One more. All right. Last one. Very nice. Okay, thank you, Addie. Really good stuff there. Anyways, let's kind of go over the basics of a forehand to start. So for me, I grip it continental just because it's, there's not strings on it like a tennis racket. So there's not a ton of spin you can get. This is also not exactly a high quality paddle, so it's not going to grip the ball very well. But this is going to give you a flat forehand, a little more powerful, kind of all you really need if you're starting out. But the key things about a forehand are you start in your ready position, right? So you're here. I go two hands on the racket. You don't have to if you're on one hand only, but I like to go two hands. And then as that ball is approaching you, you turn from ready position. I go side on. This way when you swing, you can use your hip and pop it, right? Such an important part of the sports is using your full body to get more power. If you only use part of your body, you're not going to get as much power and control. So I start here, you turn back here, eye is always on the ball. Never go like this. You you gotta watch the ball, or go like this. If you lose sight of the ball, you're not gonna hit it. So watch that ball, turn, turn, turn. Here, you wanna swing, and you want contact in front of your body. You don't want it back here. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, but someone I know gets the ball like this. Okay? You want it out and in front of you. When it's in front of you, you pop the ball so much harder. Forgive the wind, it is Kansas, it's windy. That's just how it is here. So you turn and you pop the ball in front of you, and then finish your shoulder. Let your arms swing. The big part of your swing, you take the paddle from down low and you swing it up high. You don't want to go like this. This is a guaranteed way to hit the ball straight into the net. You swing from low to high. Low to high. It's a feel thing. This is what causes that ball to get just any bit of spin. So, let's get back to Addie. Let's see if she gets a little bit of improvement, and we'll point out some specifics on her that hopefully can help improve the swing. All right, Coach B-Rob POV. So, this is a great exercise for finding your contact point. What I was talking about, where you want to hit the ball. Find yourself a fence and find yourself a beautiful girlfriend. Now, Addie, turn. Good, take the racket back and swing. Okay, so where she's hitting it against the fence, put it against the fence again. Right here is directly in front of her body. See how her arm is extended? It's in front. She's got rotation. Her hips are turned. This is where you want to go, okay? So that is the point where she wants to hit the ball, because that's where her power is going to translate the best. Now, Addie, take a step back. Okay, now finish the full swing over your shoulder. There you go. Right, so that's the whole look, is you want to start, ready position, so straight. Go straight, straight, straight. No, ready position. There you go. Then turn and swing and finish over your shoulder, okay? That's the whole idea. So let's put it to the test and see if there's any improvement. Forehand, take two. Better. Next one. Back up. It's okay. Next one. Okay. Better. Those are back point. After this little lesson, what do you feel was an area you need to improve on? And what do you think was the best piece of advice you were given?
When I'm in this position, to not go like this and hit it, go low to high.
Okay.
And then don't open my wrist when I hit it. And yeah.
Do you think you improved today?
Yes.
That is great. Okay, so next up, that was the forehand. Obviously, it's kind of hard to just have a magic jump cut where all of a sudden she's hitting, pro level forehands. It's not going to happen. This is a realistic depiction of what improvement looks like. We've been out here for probably maybe an hour, and we've been working on stuff, and that's just how it goes. It's when you're learning a brand new skill, it's going to take time. So don't feel frustrated. Don't get aggravated and annoyed. As a coach, I get aggravated and annoyed because that's my job. I don't know if I've ever met a coach that can sit through a whole lesson without being like, "Rah." It's just a frustrating thing because you want them to be good, you want them to improve, but it takes time. So everybody involved has to take a deep breath and realize it takes time. Next up, let's just do some basic stuff on volleys. So I'll show you the best angles to hit and what I think is a really good area for it. So volleys. Pickleball is the weird sport of the racket ones because it's got this thing right here. This is called the non-volley zone or the kitchen. So I cannot stand here and poach a volley like in tennis and place it just over the net going straight that way. I wish I could, because in pickleball it makes things really easy, but you can't. The rule is if the ball bounces in here, then you can step in. If it doesn't, stay out. If you go in here at all, that's a point over. But doesn't mean you still can't hit good angles and good volleys. So, for example, the court is small. It runs from here to here. This is both a pickleball court and a tennis court. The singles court of tennis gives you a whole that much wider of an alley. It's significant. So what you want to do with your partner in pickleball is you want to try and aim for the corners. When you dink, dig this way. Turn your body this way, this angle. I'll show you a good example of a forehand.